Say what? Everybody got a little light. Oh. What's up, y'all? It's Funky Friday, baby. Welcome to the Piece of the Morning Show with DJ 5 Star. Yeah, I'm going to introduce our guest, but don't just let her jam for a moment because we're in that Funky Friday fast flashback moment where everybody's got a little light under the sun. Jackie Grimm's in the building. What's up, Jackie? Go ahead, share this show. Get it about there. So make sure
Good morning, Jackie. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, y'all? Peace of the morning. It's Darius A. Stanton, and we out here rocking with you. We are so excited this morning to be here with the Peace of the Morning Show. Myself, Darius A. Stanton, and none other than my brother, my B-Bo for good. Check us out. This is how we rolling. Al. Yeah.
Al. It's on there.
You know what I'm saying? DJ 5 Star. And today is a special day because, first and foremost, we were all brought up under the sun. Do you know how powerful the sun is? Well, just to let you know how powerful the sun is, think about the sun sends down these rays of energy. And those rays of energy, they basically turn plants, seeds into beautiful blossoming flowers. And when we talk about beautiful flowers and we talk about life and we talk about energy and we talk about spirit, I mean, we're talking about plant life that we eat from, that clothes us, that shelters us. And before I get any deeper into it, let me just bring the queen on with you this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, but definitely not the last, Miss Ashely Jefferson Noel. Peace and love, the plant-based mom. Welcome to the Peace of the Morning Show, queen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, my kings and my queens out there. How are y'all doing this morning?
We are all pumped up. As a matter of fact, that's how we do it up here. We all pumped up and ready to go. Pumped up and ready to go.
Can y'all hear that record in the background?
Yes. Yes.
You hear that record? Since the show is about plants, I felt like we gotta play this record just for 30 seconds.
Go ahead, let it rock.
I love it.
The whole show is about we had to do it. Look at that.
Yo, that was so fired up.
On that.
I know. What song was that, queen?
On that.
Yeah.
Got me some mojito men over here. Had to shake on it. Get some fresh scent up in the air. Yes, that was fresh. I love
that. See, that's the beauty of it, you know. And we have so many beautiful people that support and just promote the Peace of the Morning Show. So I want to thank you all for being there with us. I had a chance to go on the Night Brothers Intermittent Fasting Show. If you have not seen it, Night like K-N-I-G-H-T. It's on Facebook every Tuesday night. And these brothers give so much information about intermittent fasting. And it really helped me. I was raised probably at about 9-10 years old as a vegetarian vegan. So I've been in that space my entire life. I haven't had a piece of chicken since I was like 10 years old, right? However, these brothers really helped me take that to another level. And I fast, but the intermittent fasting really put me in another space because it stopped me from focusing on food all the time. Like, what am I going to eat? And then when you're a vegetarian, you always got to be thinking, what can I eat, right? Because you go in places and they got nothing on the menu that you can eat, so you're relegated to salad. But we're going to put all that aside for a moment and talk to our queen this morning. It is so good to have you, Ashely, Plant Mom. Thank you for being here. Before we, officially welcome you, let me just let DJ Five Star talk about how awesome you are as well.
Well, those in the world, I just want to say I got a new sister. We were on the DJ Booth radio show together last week, and when I tell you her start just said, wow. Like they said, well, what do you think of that 5 star? I just said, your vibe attracts your tribe. She broke it all the way down from energies, the plants. It was just like, okay, we need you on the show because this was what we talk about, peace and love, and everything is about positive news, and we just bring guests that are phenomenal. And you, Queen, are phenomenal. So let me introduce you all. Plant Mom, Ashely. Where my applause at?
Hello, hello. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity to be here. Honestly, I really enjoyed with last Wednesday, DJ Five Star. That was awesome. The vibe was just like everything that was needed at that time for everyone that was in that space. It was definitely needed. The things that we discuss are things that people need to be aware about every single day in order to get through their day to day. People have so many issues that they deal with, and everyone doesn't always know what another person is going through. So, you have to keep your energy aligned. You have to protect your energy. You also have to know yourself in order to know who you attract. And that goes back to attracting, the vibe attract your tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's really all about love. Honestly, I just want people to be aware. Um, it education. Like we discussed, knowledge not being power, but how you utilize it. Like all of the knowledge that I have, yes, I want to share it with the people so that people can share it with others, and then it becomes a chain reaction.
Absolutely. It's so many gaps in our culture, and you're closing gaps, whether that be generational gaps, whether it just be gaps among all culture, the different cultural gaps changes vocabulary. So there are people that don't know that maybe they didn't pay attention that plants bring oxygen to you. And maybe they didn't understand that if you are in a COVID time where it's taking away your oxygen, maybe understanding plants and the science behind that whole process would help your home. And so I just love being able to close generational gaps. So when I find people that have information that wants to share it, because sometimes we hold it close to our chest, which doesn't help. Success isn't based on how much money you make. Success is based on how many people you're helping.
Okay. Okay, that is a true situation for that is a true situation for me. It's not about the money. It's not about accolades. It's not about being recognized. It's about how many people can I reach? How many people can I touch? How many people can I teach?
Mm-hmm.
And also what I'm learning as well. And with plants, everyone does not understand that plants are the driving force to pretty much everything around us, from our oxygen to the carbon dioxide that it absorbs, from our food to all the way down to our medicine. The medicine that we take, man made medication that we take, is taken from a plant. And they take everything out of the plant and they add whatever man made they want to add, and then they give it to you. But
Mm-hmm.
imagine if you could just go straight to that plant instead of
Wow.
having the man made additives or the enrichment of it all, of taking something out and replacing it. Just have the natural of what it was already there from the beginning.
Wow.
So
Natural is always better.
natural is always better. It's always better. And I understand we have cheat sheets and we want to cheat and, cut corners and things like that. I'm guilty for doing that plenty of times. But the best thing to do is to be aware of what is around you. If something was to happen today or tomorrow where it's a natural disaster and you're walking this earth alone, do you know what to grab? Do you know what to eat? Do you know what can heal you? Do you know what can protect you, give you shelter? Do you know? Like, that is important. And even though it might be far fetched from your thinking right now to say, oh, we live in America, nothing can happen. With the coronavirus and what happened with this pandemic is a reality check for me. And it should be a reality check for the public. Things shut down. There was only things that was beneficial for the overall, like Walmart. Holistic places were open, medication, things were needed. Certain places were not needed. Did you need sunglasses? No, during a pandemic. Do you need to go get your eyelashes done during a pandemic? No. It's not to take anything away from anyone who has these small businesses, because I myself deal with other things as well. But you always have to have something, like they say in school, you could be an athlete and you could be the best athlete, but your grades should be good too. Because if you get hurt on that court, what do you have to fall back on?
Mm.
You don't have anything. So if you know these things and know all of the things that you need to know about plants and your body, and know you and how it works and the things that are in it and what you need to restore into it, then no matter what you do in the world on a daily basis, you'll know how to heal yourself.
All facts. What is it?
That's where it started for me.
I definitely got to jump in on to heal yourself, right? I love the fact that you're opening people's minds to have them understand the value of the plant. And that when you think about it, I mean, when we had our pre-production meeting and you were able to identify the fact that, our clothes come from plants, our medicine comes from plants, the makeup that sisters wear and brothers when they're on television, like mine is, all natural. My water and lemon, that's my makeup. Although I do thank my wife for telling me, if you will be on television, you need to make sure your skin is tight. Okay.
Okay.
You need to cleanse your skin. You need to, moisturize your skin. You can't be going on there with no ashy skin.
You need to
Right.
listen to your wife.
My sister E. Gotta love her.
Very much so. Got to give her all the props. And so, in addition to that, you just talked about medicine coming from plants. And people need to understand that America, you know, prior to the 1920s, was the medicine system in America was plant based. It was basically based on Native American living medicine, which was plant based, and homeopathic medicine from Germany, which was plant based. It wasn't until in 1920 that Rockefeller, the oil baron who controlled 90% of America's oil refineries, decided that he was going to use the chemicals from the oil because he couldn't patent the plants. He could patent the chemicals. And that's how the pharmaceutical industry even came into existence. So when you think about the things and you think about this. When you hit a commercial, which we will take in a minute, when you hit a commercial and the commercial says, take Riverson. Riverson will help you with your arthritis, but it is also going to make you have diarrhea, could have you go blind, could send you to a whole nother level. Riverson, at 45 seconds of the minute commercial is about the things that it can do to harm you.
Yep.
Yes.
When you take plants, there are some plants that you should take in moderation. There's some plants that you shouldn't mix with others, but you don't hear anything where it's like, well, if you take this plant, you're going to go blind, you're going to go die, you're not going to have 45 seconds.
Constipation, you're going to have cancerous cells, all of these things. And then talk so fast, too. They talk fast so that you can't hear it. But then you be like, wait a minute.
So
You ain't
we
lying.
really have to be able to focus on that. 5.
The beginning of the commercial be all slow. Do you have the problem with blah blah blah? Try blah blah blah. And then they go into to all the negative stuff, and your liver might.
But the pictures of somebody on the beach going,
Chilling. Like,
They're
yes,
happy.
I
They're
love the
just
world.
running.
I'm happy.
So you know what we're going to do today? today. Let's make this pact right now. This pact between our Plant Mind, Reality Recycle, DJ Five Star, and Peace and Love himself. We're going to create a pact to create commercials that are naturally plant based, that are super sexy, all the fly, water, ocean, because we got some ocean shots
I
already.
love it. I love it.
And we're going to create that so now people can look at broccoli, kale,
Yes.
spinach.
Yes.
Oh, don't
Peanut.
even get into, let me tell you
Yes.
what I got into recently, Queen. Oregano oil.
There you go.
Look at y'all.
There you go.
You see that
There
moment
you
that just
go.
happened, y'all? Are y'all seeing what's happening right
Okay.
here?
People be sleep. They sleep on it. They sleep. I just had this conversation about rosemary with my cousin, and
Tell us about rosemary. Take us down the herb. I tell you what, we're gonna take a little quick commercial break. I gotta tell you this, and when we come back, can we talk about some herbs for a moment
yes,
and the power of some herbs?
definitely.
So I also want to let you know that if you share the show 5 times and send it to us in the chat, I share the show 5 times, we'll go verify it. You can win 2 tickets because this weekend, as a matter of fact, right now, this is the 50th anniversary of the Maryland Legislative Black Caucus conference is going on right this very moment. And they're addressing the Black agenda, education, economics, health, affordable housing, the environment, and in labor and employment and training. So definitely law enforcement, right? You know, we got these 2 big cases that are going on, and I want to talk about that a little bit later with Ahmaud Arbery, who was shot down and killed in the street by some vigilante people who took it upon themselves to be, make a citizen's arrest that turned into a homicide. And then the young man whose mother bought him an illegal gun, took him and his illegal gun across state lines, and they opened fire. He opened fire in a space he had no business with the gun, no business over in another state. And then you open fire and kill 2 people and wound a third. And they basically are setting it up so he could come off. But my question is going to be, and I want y'all to think about it, what are we going to do about it? But that's going to be what we'll talk about a little bit later after we get into the plants and the blues. So real quick, let's take this commercial break, and we will be right back with the Peace in the Morning Show. All right, that's right. We always want to promote and push the Life magazine because the Life magazine is looking for people like you to promote people like you because we want to push good people because that's what we do here on the Peace in the Morning Show. Now, it's Funky Friday, and I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know that we got those 2 tickets for you right now for Regina Belle's concert, which is going to be at Maryland Live tomorrow night. And if you want to be go, all you got to do is share the show 5 times, be the first one to do so. Once you do that, hey, 2 tickets to Maryland Live's concert hall, and the joint is lit. When I tell you it's nice, I mean, it's fire all the way live. So, and right now, actually, if you go to the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation Facebook page, I'll put it in the chat for you. If you go to that right now, the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation Facebook page, you can register and go on to a free conference that's taking place right now. I'm the Vice President of Maryland Black Caucus Foundation. We'd love to have you join us today as we deal with real issues affecting people in the state of Maryland. But now to bring back our lovely guest, our plant mom, our new sister on the show, Queen Lala will be with us soon, yo. She coming back on the Peace of the Morning Show as well. But this morning, we are fortunate to have none other than the plant mom, Ashely. Hey, Queen.
Hey guys, hey guys.
So we left before we took that commercial break. We talked about herbs and just started to touch on that just a little bit. So give us a sense. You mentioned rosemary. I mentioned oregano oil, which I really just started getting into. I've been a big colloidal silver user. Melaleuca is my number one. Melaleuca is the scientific name for those of you who don't know for tea tree oil, and it is in terms of a tea. Whenever we get sick around here, we put Melaleuca. I don't care if it's a cramp, if it's a headache, whatever it is, and that Melaleuca goes into the body and acts like an antiseptic, and you start to like feel better, like your energy level is raised.
Immediately.
You ever had that experience, Queen?
Yes, yes, yes. I use it for my scalp because of me doing so much to my hair over time. I get abrasions in the scalp, and with my scalp being open from with the abrasions and going outside and not wearing hats during the summertime and the springtime, you don't understand that it's so much debris in the air. Like when we're breathing it goes into our nostrils. It traps up in our hair. It does the same thing on our heads. So to stop that from happening, prevention before cure, I definitely utilize it on my scalp. But I have had it because my mom had used it in teas. And you are right. It is a great antiseptic. It immediately makes you feel better. Like, and at first I thought it was a mental thing, right? You know how you say, like, oh,
Right,
I had
right,
this
right.
medicine, I'm feeling better. No, I can honestly say that immediately you start to feel better. And it's the same thing with your scalp. And I know that people have definitely oiled their scalp, with this pomade and feel immediately the tingle to the scalp. I like to keep mine in the refrigerator
Okay,
for the
okay.
coolness, for the coolness.
Got it. Nothing for the cool. Cool.
All right, y'all got some good
So,
music
so,
in
so,
here.
yeah, that's how we do. It's Funky Friday, so we can't help it. Peace of love, Priscilla Lipscomb Monroe. That's one of our poets that stops in, and one of our health coaches, and mental
Priscilla.
health coaches as well. So let's talk about some of the herbs that people can use that they may not know, that are really, really good and have different uses. Rosemary was one you started on.
Rosemary is definitely one. It's my favorite. A lot of
It's your
people
favorite?
is rosemary is one of my favorites. First of all, because I grow rosemary,
Okay.
and it has been a battle for me with rosemary. Rosemary and I, we have like a love hate relationship with growing her. But
Okay.
as far as using her, all right, rosemary has been really good to me. During the pandemic, what I used to do is I would get a large pot and I would put it on a stove, fill it up with water, and I would take the orange pills. I love clementines. I love to eat tangerines and halos. So I would take those orange pills, which that orange naturally is a cleaner antiseptic. It does the same things. These is natural orange pills. Put them inside the pot, and I will pour water in it, put it on the stove, and add rosemary in it with the orange pills. And adding the rosemary with the orange pills and sitting over top of it, steaming. And I would steam my like all in here because it was scary for me. I was still at work. I was working in the health field, and I was around patients every single day, and it was hard. And my partner at the time had some health issues, and it was scary. And I said, "Oh, I need to make some type of thing that we can do every day. Like, what can I make every day that we could do every day that we can like steam?" So I put the rosemary, put the orange pills, put lavender for scent, and for the calmness in this pot, and we would steam for about 10 minutes, like throughout the day, like every time, and we would leave it on the stove. So it became a thing, to the point where my neighbor would say, "Okay, well, Ashley, like, what are you doing? It smells so great in here. It always smells so good in here." And it would be the pot that I put on the stove. So I went to the doctors to get a regular checkup throughout this time because everyone was like going to the emergency room. I said, "I'm calling my primary care And my doctor was just like, everything looks great. And it's like, what are you doing? And then when I told him what I was doing, he said, Ashely, come on, people don't even think about these things. I said, they're in my kitchen. So rosemary has definitely been great to me during the pandemic. And that's only because rosemary is an anti-inflammatory as well. Like if you cook with rosemary, if you utilize rosemary, you put it in the oil, you rub yourself down with it, you put it in hair pomades. You can utilize rosemary for anything. But most importantly, it boosts the immune system. It has a lot of great benefits to rosemary. Memory, all of that, blood circulation, all of that. So I love rosemary. Another good one is thyme. You can use thyme for a lot of things. I use it to cook
So how do
with.
you, let me go back to rosemary. I loved rosemary also is used as a scent, so you can use that as also to as a natural scent, perfume, cologne, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
But how else can you use rosemary? So what do you put it in? How
It's
would
a
you cook it?
cognitive stimulant. You can put rosemary in your food. You could put rosemary in
And so in the liquid
EVOO.
form or the herb form, it's the plant
I
form is
utilize the herb form itself. I
okay.
like to pick from my garden and I let it dry out. And then I use I have a it's a
A plant
grinder.
a plant grinder.
Yes, a plant
Okay.
grinder. And
I was gonna say a masher, so I did better with the plant
okay,
grinder,
because
right?
everybody says man, and I'm trying to get better with my terminology. So
All of us.
a plant grinder, and what I'll do is I let it dry out. I put it in my grinder, depending upon what I'm utilizing it for. I can grind it all the way down to a powder, or I can grind it down to just like pieces. It depends on what I'm utilizing it for. I like to put it inside EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, and I let it sit. I deal with mint as well, so I
Would you
put the
say you
mint
slid that in there on me? The EVOO?
EVOO, extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, okay. I
Wow,
use it every day. I didn't know it had an acronym. Keep it moving. I'm sorry. I apologize.
EVOO is yes, it's extra. So I use the EVOO with the rosemary. I let it sit for 7 days, and I utilize it. You can utilize it on your skin. You can use it in your food. If you want to make it into an oil form, but I utilize the actual plant naturally. Like when I pick it, I put it in oil. I'll put it in my food. I eat with it a lot.
Mm.
But it is definitely a anti-inflammatory. So when you put it in this oil and you want to put it on, I have used rosemary on an area that was swollen. You have swelling, you could use it on that. It's rich in source in antioxidants, so you
Mm.
definitely want to eat it. All right.
Mm.
It's good for blood circulation.
Mm.
Blood circulation is really good for blood circulation. I'm trying to pull these off the top of my
So
head.
everybody should start to grow in your home rosemary, like right away.
Bro,
I was gonna
period.
actually save this for another, I want us to come back. So what we're gonna do, just so you know, make sure you have your pen and your pad out because she's definitely dropping some jewels. There you go. Got mine right here. We're working it out. Um, but we're gonna bring this queen back and we're gonna segment, the different components of what you can do with these plants. And so I'd love for us to have, since you're growing, herbs, us to do a show specifically on, growing your herbs,
Okay.
because you mentioned it. If you can't get to the hospital or the hospital is just so contaminated or whatever the case may be, you need to be able to heal your children and your family at home.
At home.
And, my wife and I are so grateful to my mom for teaching us how to use golden seal and colloidal silver and black seed oil and a
Yes.
host of other things that can heal you right at home. Garlic.
Garlic.
We
People
had a
don't think about these things.
so to talk about. So the next one you were going to was time. Was that did you say something about time?
Yes, I was going to thyme because thyme is also one that I like. I'm actually in the process right now. That's why I was going to the thyme. I'm very proud of myself But this is what my time is looking like. Okay, so I am very happy about how big my time has gotten. It
Whoa, look
is.
at that joint. That is incredible. Hold that up again.
Can you see it?
Yes, we can see it. That is, man.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is my baby. I have variegated. This is variegated lemon thyme on this side, and this is just regular lemon thyme on this side. Uh, honestly,
What's
this
the
is a
difference between
huge.
the two?
This is huge.
What's
Okay.
what's the difference between the variegated and the lemon time, the basic time?
Okay. So variegated thyme is just the it's just the color. So you will see certain things. You can see like pothos, things like that. They will have like little white like workings on it. It's the color. So they
Okay.
do the same thing. Okay. So time is great. All right. You can utilize time for bronchitis. This is when time became my best friend.
Hmm.
1 year I ended up having bronchitis. And they told me it was seasonal. I had never had any issues with breathing or anything, but I was coming back and forth from out of the country. So my body had it was changing. So what ended up happening is they said that I had bronchitis. So my aunt, who is natural as well, holistic as well, not from here, had said, "Well, that's the easy fix. Get the girl some time." So of course everyone's like, "Oh, the doctor says she needs to have albuterol. She needs to have this. It has steroids in it." And we were trying to figure out how I was getting so huge, and certain things were happening with my body that I wasn't understanding, and I wasn't getting it. So I was like, "What is going on?" And it was the medication, the side effects to the medication, because I'm allergic to some things. So it was having a bad effect on my body. So I then remembered my aunt saying something about time, and I had a situation happen throughout COVID where I felt like my chest was tight and I got scared, but it was my seasonal bronchitis coming back. So I then went and I started growing time, and that's the baby that I started growing. And she's gotten so big, and she's only been here for about 3 months. She's gotten so big, but I've been utilizing her for bronchitis. So you can take time by the mouth for bronchitis, and it can help with your bronchitis. It can also help with whooping cough. It can help with a sore throat, colic, arthritis. Thyme has so many benefits: an upset stomach. Just the scent of thyme in itself can cure queasiness,
Hmm.
gastritis, diarrhea,
Hmm.
bedwetting. Thyme helps with bedwetting, putting thyme next to your child's bed while they're asleep, along with aloe for cleaning the air. All of these things that thyme can help. It can also help with bowel movement disorders. Like, thyme has so many benefits, especially in children.
Hmm.
So,
And we're spelling time just so people know Thyme. Is that correct?
Thyme. So thyme. Look up
Uh,
thyme, and it's an easy plant to grow. I believe that everyone can go and get you some thyme. You can start it from a little small baby. You can go and find some at the store. Don't think that it's okay to go to the market and get it in the packs that's already cut and closed. You can get some fresh ones, put it in some water and propagate it, allow it to grow some roots. But really, when you do that, when it starts to grow, you want to root divide. So if you can find some time from somewhere or someone or me, myself, and you want to start growing time, you can start with the little small piece, let it start getting some roots and some water from propagation, and stick her in some good enriched soil, which is not from Maryland soil, please. And yeah, and grow her. And she is really good for you.
wow. So that is amazing. So right now we got thyme and rosemary. Is there one more herb you want to share with us
Oh,
before we?
and another thing about time.
Okay.
A lot of people eat like crazy stuff, right? Like pork and all of this. And people who don't know, I keep telling people this: if you pour Pepsi over top of certain meats and see worms come out, where do you think these parasites go? They go in your body, right? So thyme is a good thing that can help with parasitic worm infections.
I need you to repeat that. So I need you to go back and tell people about the meat that they're eating and the parasites in the meat and where those parasites. Can you repeat that for us, please?
Okay, so if you're
Give me a little rewind this joint for me.
like run that back.
Yeah.
If you're eating meat, listen to me, people. Okay. And you just eat it. It looks so good. It's so red. It's so cute. Look at those marble workings in that meat when you go to the market. Yeah, it looks so good, right? You pour some soda on it, right? Parasites come out. Those worms that come out, where you think they go if you didn't pour the soda on it? You think because you put it over the fire and cooked it that everything dies? Where do you think it goes? It goes in your body. But one thing that can help you get rid of these things is time. Thyme, time. Any type of form of thyme, lemon or regular thyme, you get some thyme. They help with parasitic worm infections. So get you some thyme, put it in some tea, chop it up in some healthy food, a salad. You can even, I eat mine's regular, like from the garden. So get yourself some thyme. But the meat that you're putting in your body definitely has parasites in it, and you're definitely putting it in your body.
Wow.
It's a fact.
That was powerful. Sometimes you need other people to say it because we tell people, but we glad that we got the queen on here to tell us. So,
For real.
um, man, so eat your time, get your time. All right, what's the next herb that we're gonna touch on before we get you out the door? But because we really appreciate you being here. And are you? So we're trying. You coming back?
Yeah, I can come back. I'll come back. I love to come back. You guys all vibe. There's no reason not to. Another, well, this is not a herb, but it's a plant that I think that everyone should have. And I mentioned it when I was talking about the time inside a child's room. Okay. You definitely want to get yourself some aloe vera in your home.
Come on.
Okay. You want to get yourself some aloe vera in your home. I'm not talking about going to the market and buying one large stalk for 99 cents. You need to get yourself a small aloe vera medicinal plant in your home. Okay. Put it in your bedroom. It's going to be good for your sleeping, the air in your room, okay? For your children as well. You got to cut, break it off. Put it on your cut. It heals. You want to make a concoction for your hair for hair growth, or you have alopecia. It works with alopecia as well. But if you have these things, you can take aloe vera, you can slice it up, you can put it inside something, mix it up, add some flax seed for hair growth, and naturally put it in your hair. You can put it on your face. You can take your makeup off with it. It's really good for your skin. It's medicinal. You can also drink it. I love aloe. I cut pieces up and I put it with coconut water just to give it some texture. It's really good. So, I would say get yourself an aloe plant, put it in your house, and watch it grow. That plant that you get will become a mother plant to produce other plants and separate them throughout your home and have big mother plants around your home. Whenever you need it, you just go and chop it off. It's too much for you, chop it down. Take the skin off, chop it up into pieces, put it in the freezer, and it's always good. So you definitely want aloe vera. I definitely need you guys to get that. It's important.
Wow. So aloe vera, no question. So we put that out there. Go get yourself an aloe vera plant. And she said, just don't buy the one stalk. Buy a plant so you can have it in the home. You know,
Grows fast.
it grows fast, and you can, break off
Can mix it
pieces
with
of
those two herbs we just talked about and make
it.
yourself something for your hair, your body, your skin, medicinal, like cuts, all types of things. And if you're not an aloe vera person to put on cuts, then you could definitely use black pepper on a cut. But that's a whole nother different
Right, right,
conversation.
right. But the aloe vera on cuts. So recently we had a situation in the house where it was basically um, turned into like a little abrasion, kind of like something with pus in it, in the skin. And I went and made a poultice, and I used aloe vera. I used turmeric and placed it on it. And the aloe vera, what it does is aloe vera absorb the nutrients from the aloe vera go and kill the infection, but then the plant absorbs the infection and takes it out of the body.
And so does that turmeric.
And so does
And
that
so
medicine.
does that turmeric. That turmeric does the same thing. It takes infection. If you have athlete's foot, I've done this for my brother. I'm not putting you out there, but I'm putting you out there. You had athlete's foot, right? You got all these dry and abrasions going on the skin on the feet, and it's becoming irritated. It gets itchy, and then it gets sore because now the skin has cracked, and then it can become infected, and you'll have these like little extra buildup in skin places on your feet. You take turmeric and mix it with EVOO, coconut oil, aloe vera, anything that can give you that oily substance, anything that can make a cream or a paste with that turmeric. That turmeric absorbs just like that aloe vera. It takes that infection right out immediately. And
Mm,
I did that for him, and he said he didn't have a flare up for 2 weeks. And he normally used Laxatrim, but he said he stopped using it because it was drying up his skin, changing the color of his feet.
mm,
Which whatever's in that must be not agreeing with his body because it's something that was man-made. It's not naturally already in his body. So now that you take this turmeric and this aloe vera and you mix it together and you put it on this space, the next thing it's gone. 2 whole weeks with turmeric and oil from one day
mm,
application overnight. So when you think
Wow.
about that, it's kind of like, do you really want to go to the drugstore and buy something that's possibly killing you? Or do you
mm.
want to grow something that will be there for you to eat and use to make you better and give you longevity on this earth? And it costs you nothing.
I know it's
So,
Funky Friday. We want to crank it up, but we funking on the herbs right now.
We
All
are.
right.
I'm enjoying this conversation.
I'm trying. Look, Cheryl Johnson Beams happens to be a cousin of mine. Thanks, cuz. Family, I love y'all support. Wanted to know, will aloe vera work for allergic reactions?
allergic reaction. Will it work for an allergic reaction? Now, it depends on the body. All right. It depends on the person. I've seen it work on an allergic reaction as something as small as someone who has sensitive skin and they brushed up against something. It was dirty. It made their skin kind of irritated. They used the aloe vera on it and it was okay after that. But for someone who might have allergic reaction to a spider bite, which I've experienced an recluse spider bite and having an allergic reaction to it. I didn't go to the hospital. I used aloe vera, but the most important thing to use on that rash is turmeric. That turmeric, that turmeric is so powerful. You don't have you can make up something and you can have it right then and there. I have it sitting in front of me, literally right now. Like you can mix up turmeric in a bowl and it can and make it creamy. It'll stain. So watch what you use it on because it'll stain
Right.
your clothes, it'll stain your bedding, it'll stain your carpet. Don't walk around if it's your feet, it'll stain. But it works instantly.
Mm.
So if you have an allergic reaction, I say keep turmeric in your cabinet. I don't me personally, I don't eat it. I don't use it to eat with. I had used to, but I don't any longer. But when when you get it from the store and you put it in your cabinet, you can use that for whatever
Yeah.
season, but it's mostly important for that allergic reaction.
So the research that we did, and we encourage everyone. So one of the things about the Piece of the Morning Show is we encourage you to go out when you hear things here on the show. We just suggest that you go out, do your own research, do your own homework, and you can look it up. One of the things about turmeric that I found in researching it, if you get 100% turmeric, non-GMO turmeric, 100%, then that turmeric research says you can take every day. If you get turmeric that's mixed with other things, that's not 100%, you can't take that every day. You can still take it, but you can't take it every day because the other properties in it could
Hmm.
make you sick, right?
Yeah.
But if it's 100% turmeric, the research says that you can take that, almost every day. Now I do actually ingest and drink. I put turmeric, water, turmeric and ginger together are like dynamic.
The
It's like
digestive
it's
system.
like the dynamic duo. It's like Mr. Peace of Love and DJ Five Star of herbs, right? Right. So and you see he got his turmeric shirt on, right? Okay.
Okay.
I got my black pepper because that's the other thing you need the black pepper pinch in there, right? The pinch of black pepper activates the turmeric and gives it the boom,
Bam.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what it does though immediately if you have like aches or pains, arthritis, some other kind of inflammation, if you drink that turmeric and ginger, or turmeric, black pepper, cayenne, lemon, that turmeric will act as an anti-inflammatory, and the pain will almost, like you said, it will start to
Immediately.
subside. So you want to get that. You want to get that turmeric. So we got to
And this
crank it
is
up.
with ginger.
Ah,
It's like if you guys need to get yourself some ginger, you've seen it inside of the um, market. You get this. You use this with everything: tea, cold, hot, everything. So get yourself, like he said, get yourself some ginger. This ginger root. Get yourself some turmeric. The 100% one. Definitely.
mm,
That healthy. Health is wealth.
no doubt. And we definitely want people to check, with their
Always
primary
consult.
physician. Make sure you check it out. But when you talk with your primary physician, just as the plant mom said, she also helped them understand some things that they may not necessarily have known as well because they subscribe to Western medicine in most cases, which focuses on going to the pharmacy, right? And so we're talking about the home pharmacy, just things that you can do naturally. But we want you to, don't take it from us. Go check with your physician, do your own research, and then make your decision on what you want to do. Because we're
Yep.
just telling you what works for us. We're not
Yes,
gonna
and
tell you
what
what
the
works.
Neolithics used to do. Okay.
Hey,
All right, all
so
right,
there's
all
a, there's a
right.
there's something new. I just learned about the power of lithium and its impact on violence, right? And the absence of it can make you more prone to violence. And there's been research has been done around that, which is one of the reasons why in our communities, in terms of African Americans, we have so many. That's a part of the reason why we experience so many violent tendencies. One of the reasons we experience so many violent tendencies is because we are totally indoctrinated. So you had crack babies, but you also have babies who were born in alcohol,
Hmm.
swimming in alcohol, what you call fetal alcohol syndrome, right? Another conversation, but we definitely want to make sure that you're drinking your water, your lemon in the morning. Queen, you've been such a breath of fresh air, and thank you so much for making plants. Our good brother Kenneth Clark, another media master, turmeric tea says he helps him with his pain from scoliosis.
Yes. Yes, it does.
That's
It
right.
will.
That I'm telling you, that turmeric it gets right immediately in the body, and just wherever the pain is, it just takes the inflammation out because that's what
Yes.
partially causes the pain, and that swelling is that inflammation, which is the body, saying, "Hey, this is a problem," and the body's doing what it can to fight it. Turmeric comes in, and here I come to save the
The
day.
day it's mighty mouse. Yes. Okay. Yep. That's how they come in. But please be advised, do not go. All right. Because my cousin did this. Do not go and buy all of these different herbs and not know where they derive from. Do not, and you don't know how and what needs to be mixed because some herbs do not mix with other herbs. Some herbs you don't drink. Some herbs you use on the skin.
What?
Some herbs you can eat, you can drink. So you need to know how to do these things. And if you don't know, we carry around smart devices, and you also can find information online and different people who have knowledge of. But don't go and buy all these herbs and pack them in together and take all of them at the same time like, oh, I'm being herbal. It's a process, but you can start by just trying tea, replacing your coffee with tea, and replacing your meat items with salad. Start there.
Okay. I got it. I got it. And listen, this is just you said. I'm so glad you said that. So replace your coffee with tea. Replace your soda with water, and instead of your soda, right, put lemon and lime in your water, and it tastes like a nice little cocktail. So you can even replace that instead of when you're going out and everybody else is drinking and tearing their
Don't.
livers up.
Yeah.
You could just put sprinkle. I mean, squeeze some lemon or lime in water, and now you had a whole. I mean, it's a really
It's a whole
nice,
nother
refreshing
vibe.
drink, right? I had a ginger elixir yesterday. It was incredible. Oh man. But then the other piece is people often shift, and our family did it. Stop eating meat products or provide and use soy. And the
Mm-hmm.
challenge with soy is number one,
So
90% of soybeans are genetically modified because they use soybeans for so many different things. But
Mm-hmm.
soybean also has a lot of estrogen. And so you have to be very careful with that because there's something inside of that that estrogen that can cause cancers. Imoflavin, I believe, is how it's pronounced. So you just have to be very careful. You can eat it, but eat it sparingly. I definitely have cut back. Men, you wonder why you start to develop breasts and then now muscles. Well, it's probably some of that soy. So just be very mindful of that as you start to move into that. We're gonna get ready. I see you. Go ahead,
That
Queen.
soy, that soy ain't good. Mm-mm. That soy not good. You guys, George Washington Carver told us. All right. They okay. I know a lot of people eat edamame. It was a favorite of mine. All right, eating the salad, but we really need to be careful with the soy. Soy is used to create products that we utilize, like the paint on our walls. All right. So, like, even though there are other options to use that are far more healthier, going down that road, I used to use soy a lot, and I had to stop because soy had a bad effect on me. So it's all about the person, but uh, I'm not a fan of utilizing soy in the diet on a daily basis because of the effect that it had on me. But it's all up to the individual and the person and what they can take and what they. But I was told that I needed to cut it out of my diet completely. So then once I did some more research on soy, I still have it in my everyday regimen, but it's for candle making, not for me to digest. So,
Mm.
I if soy can be used for these things, I ask you to ask yourself if certain things can be used for certain things, should they be in your body?
Wow. You
So
are what you digest.
you
You
are
are
what you digest.
what you digest. So listen, Queen, let everybody know. First of all, thank you so much. You gotta bless the bridge that brings you across, right? So let me thank DJ Five Star first of all for bringing this queen to the stage, to the Piece of the Morning show. And we definitely want to recruit you and make it official to take you on the road with us so we can be bold for good, because that's what we
Yes.
got to let people know, how to change. If you don't, it's one thing, it's great to have a slogan and a theme that sounds good, but what's behind it that's going to make the change? People need,
Right.
after the theme is gone, then I need some tactics. I need some strategies. I need some things that are going to change and improve my situation. The theme, I can chant it forever now. Chants are great because I have a chant: God build God's nation, 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 God build God's nation. So I believe in the chant. However, after I finish building God Nation, I got to come on here and build a nation by doing the Piece of the Morning show. You see what I'm saying? So you have to put the chant in it. So you got to have something to support that work. It's like they say,
Yeah.
faith without works is not living.
Are dead.
There you go.
All right.
So I really want to, invite you to come back. Would you be willing to come back?
I would love to come back. I would love to come back.
And when you come back, you have a number of different facets. So tell people how they can reach you and how they can contact you so they can follow with you ASAP.
Well, yes, I am on Instagram as Reality Recycled. I am on Facebook as Reality Recycled. I utilize Instagram a lot more than Facebook, just to let you know. I'm on YouTube as well. You guys could also email me at realityrecycled@gmail.com if you have any questions. And if you go to Instagram, you can go to the link in the bio, and it'll send you straight over to my website. It's an informational website. And if you're looking for any furniture to be built, or interior designer, or a contract builder, an advertisement consultant, you can also reach me through that website as well for a consultation. But you can reach me there, and my number is on Instagram if you guys need to call with any questions. So I really am glad to be here, and I really appreciate the opportunity for this. I'm glad that I relationship build, not network, relationship build with DJ Five Star, and was able to come over to this show. And I really, really, really appreciate you for having me on the show. And I would love, love, love to come back. So it was great. It was great.
Hey, well, we got happy feelings in the
Yeah, yes, y'all play
air.
some good
Yeah.
music too. Yes.
Happy feeling everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, singing all over the world. Hey, Five, we're going to crank it up, get out of here. With Five, let's it roll, and that's how we stroll, and we're going to do it with total control, because we're going to rock your body and your soul on the Piece of the Morning Show. The queen herself, plant-based. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I got to find out who won them tickets, those 2 tickets to see Regina Belle as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation. And actually, while Five cranks it up, I'm going to give y'all how you can go right now to the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation's conference, which is on the 2030 Black Agenda. So there are a number of issues that are taking place. It's happening all day long. It's free of charge. It's virtual. So there's no reason why you can't get in there and enjoy and learn and ask key questions about what's going on in the state of Maryland for you. And then tomorrow morning we have Kwesi and Fume at our Business Over Breakfast, which is already sold out. But tomorrow evening we still have tickets for Regina Belle and the We Are One band. Speaking of Frankie Beverly, the cover band for one they play Frankie Beverly songs. We Are One, and then Regina Belle, the classic songwriter and songbird, will be at Maryland Live Concert Hall. So come on out, go online right now. You can purchase tickets. But if you shared today's show 5 times, send us the chat and let us know that you shared it. Guess what? We got 2 tickets for you. But you don't have much time, so get on your grind. Oh, don't get on your grind. Get on your ride. Hey, Five, you going to crank it up for us? Queen, we thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, guys. See you later.
All right, sis.
But I know that I can never cry your tears, babe. But I won't if I could. If I could, in a time and place where you don't want to be, you don't have to walk this road with me. My yesterday won't have to be if I knew I'd try to change the world I brought you to. Now there isn't much more that I can do, but I would if I could. If I could, I would try to shield your innocence from time. But the part of life I gave you isn't mine. I'll watch you grow so I can let you go.
What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. Shut your trap. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. Just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romance. so tight. I won't bite unless you like. If you smoke, what you smoke? I got the haze. And if you're hungry, girl, I got filet. Ooh, baby, don't keep me waiting. There's so much love we could be making. I'm talking kissing, cuddling, rose petals in the bathtub. Girl, it's jumping, it's bubbling. I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're tryna lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel, and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what these people do, to change that channel. Take that positive information, that positive music, that positive media, and push that out there. Share it just like today. We do have our winners today, Miss Priscilla Lipscomb Monroe and Miss Cheryl Beans. Thank y'all so much. Let's give them a big round of applause. Yeah. They are winners of the 2 tickets that are going to see Regina Belle at the Maryland Live Concert Hall. That's right, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation. And you all can go right now to the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation's website and join our workshops that are taking place right now. So we need you to go over there, support the Maryland Black Caucus, because they have put together a bold agenda that is a black agenda, focused on what's happening to folks in the United States, but most importantly here in the state of Maryland. So make sure you go over, check it out, Black Caucus Foundation. Thank you so much. And we're going to let 5 rock it on out. It's Funky Friday. Make sure you share this show. The information will save your life and save you money. And all you got to do is invest in plants, because that's what we're wearing, that's what we're eating, that's what's keeping our shelter. Plant-based life. And thank you so much to the queen that came on the show earlier today. The reality, she was such a powerful sister. So thank you so much. And 5, we'll crank it up. We're going to let that rock. We're going to let that roll. That's where you can go get the workshops right now. Maryland Black Caucus Foundation.org. Thank you, DJ 5-Star, the president of the Greater Baltimore Chamber of Commerce. And thank you all for your sponsorship and being a supporter of the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation. You all really, really stepped up and have stepped up for the last several years as one of our sponsors. So thank you so much. Give us a quick commercial on the Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Not a problem. Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce is now 16 years old. It was founded by Lou Fields, Senator Robinson, Barbara Robinson, Barry Hampton, the late, great Ray Haysburg, and Walter Dean. And they wanted to focus on 3 areas. One is legislation. If there is a bill that could turn into law that would hurt your small business, we wouldn't want you going to Annapolis to advocate against that. We, as the black business community, will go to Annapolis and advocate against that, or for some legislation that needs to be in place. 2, we want to remove the word networking. As Sis said, she built a relationship. And so we at the chamber, we build relationships. As we bring in resources for your small business, we also foster those relationships, so that once you build relationships and build that trust, then you can start to build capacity, because we refer business to each other, and you get business from building those relationships. And 3rd, we have community members and nonprofits that all have a mission, and sometimes being a small business owner, we can't get to those missions. So we support those individuals or those entities that have the mission to save the homeless, or help the homeless, help the youth, help whatever their mission may be. That's really the three main areas for chambers: legislation, the resources, business development, and then supporting the mission of our members and nonprofits.
All right. Well, you heard it from the president's mouth himself. The president's message for the Greater Baltimore Black Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Kendrick Tillman, also known as DJ Five Star. Hey, Cheryl Johnson Beans, thank you so much for joining us and participating. And, all the folks that rolled with us all morning long, thank you from the very beginning when we kicked this show off. So make sure you join us next Friday for the Piece of the Morning Show. We have Funky Friday all over again. We're going to get on up out of here. Remember, today you can go to the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation.org. That's MD Black Caucus Foundation.org. And you can go online and participate in the conference that's taking place right now. So you want to be able to do that. And hey, don't forget those Regina Belle tickets. They're still available. And the proceeds from those tickets are going to go to scholarships, the Black Agenda, and helping to promote the Black Agenda so that we have a strategic plan for Black people in Maryland, and not just here, there, working in silos, but working collectively. We want to bring all of the Black, check this out, Kendrick, something I need your help with. We want to bring all of the Black legislative leaders, politicians, elected officials, appointees, all the Black leadership under one room, one roof, so we can focus on how we move forward and take our communities together collectively and not in part. And I do want to just say, as we close out today, I want to do a special shout out to the mayor of Baltimore City. There's a lot of pressure on mayors, especially when they deal with violence in their communities, to hire more police, to be tougher on gun laws, do more tougher sentences. But this mayor said, I recognize by growing up in Baltimore City, we've been doing that. We've been locking people up. Maryland incarcerates more Black males than any other state in the country. We have been doing tougher sentences and tougher gun laws. But what we haven't done is invested in people. We have not invested in mental health. We have not invested in helping people to deal with the trauma that they experienced, whether it was from domestic violence, whether it's from some sexual assault, whether it was from a family member being victimized, shot, beaten or stabbed, or something else. And that trauma is what creates trauma in our homes and our individuals. Hurt people. And the mayor has recently, this week, come out with a plan where he got federal government dollars and is directing $50 million to help address the core issues, not the police, not, locking people up, but actually working to heal people, help people, love people. Mr. Mayor Brandon Scott, we salute you and acknowledge you, as my good brother Kendrick shared with me. We acknowledge you for the work and being bold for good. So let's give our mayor of Baltimore City a big round of applause, and please support him, because people don't like to see people do things that stop the prison pipeline. And that's what that brother's doing. All right. Well, hey, that's our show. We appreciate y'all being here with Darius A. Stanton, DJ 5 Star. Don't forget to be bold for good. Bring us out to your school, to your conference. We want to speak. We want to present. Kendrick has a phenomenal product called Math Through Music. Music Masters, just a media masters, a whole host of things that can help your community, your children be educated in STEM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And of course, we want to make sure that you are being bold for good. Hey, it's the Piece of the Morning Show. Take them out, Kendrick. It's your show, baby.
I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. Even if it means you gotta leave me. And you don't wanna be baby. Look, baby, I'm straight. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. And homie, if it seem you never see me, know I'm working, I'm great, I'm trying to get straight. I just want you to be great. As the sunlight rises to meet us, another day rises to greet us. People, places, and things that tried to delete us couldn't beat us, couldn't be us, now they see us. I am not the twinkle on the brand new Breitling. I am the light shining when the night gets frightening. The truth is shock value, get your life on right swing, and I ain't no saint. I met Jesus at the pulpit, found God in self, decided not to forfeit. From life, done right, done wrong, apologize. Done things that made it so hard to smile inside. I know you're going through it, trust me, I know. We all coming from a memory, it's helping you grow. So get your back up, head high, shoulders square, get them squares out your circle, love until it overbears hate. Only you can get yourself into a better place, I want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. Even if it means you gotta leave me, and you don't wanna be babe, look baby, I'm straight. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. I just want you to be great. And homie, if it seems you never see me, know I'm working, I'm great, I'm trying to get straight. I just want you to be great, 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 great.
She always rides with the She always rides with the top down, even when it's cold outside. She got the keys to the boutique, she don't need 9 to 5. 100,000 viewers on her IG live. Head to toes to it. You ain't never heard that, and the Birkin back to it. You ain't never heard a brand say that she going through it. I just wanna tap it, boop, boop it one time. Just give me one night, I can make her mine. Cause I know she done came a long way. She don't want drinks no more. Gonna bring no dough to the table. Ooh, you know that your bank account big. I'm back on a weekend table. Ooh, she gon' be like, I got it. Pull $1,000 out of side pocket. That little bit of drink you try to buy, stop it. Bottles on me, you poke like I can skyrocket. I bet she don't wanna drink, she want the rent paid. She don't pay for nothing, she just gets paid. I like that she don't even need me to drive. She pull up in the Rari with the roof up. I'm just buying things, she doing too much. I like that she don't even need me to buy her up. She got money in the bank. What you think about that? She's starting to she gon' bust. What you think about that? Every band I'm going on stage, I got in my name all that. And I ain't doing 24 hits. I know you can't win all that. And I can get the job, but I can get the ace. Just to run it up, see everybody's face. Then they bring the check so I can sign my name. I'ma have to pay all that. Everybody bring the board to the front, yeah, yeah. I'm getting it solo, I got it solo. Let the camera see my diamond touch, yeah, yeah. I got them right solo, I got it solo. It's real work of passion. I ain't the passenger, I'm the body. You can hop in, driving. All I need is somebody to ride with. Cause I'm a go-getter. I'm a go type of girl I do. Cause I want you, not cause I need you. I don't really need you. She don't wanna drink, she wants the rent paid. She don't pay for nothing, she just paid. I like that she don't even need me to cry. Pull up in the Rari with the roof up. I'm just buying drinks, she doing too much. I like that she don't even need me to buy her up. She got money in the bank. She's starting to prove us. She don't want drinks no more. Drink no more. Ooh, know that your bank account is. me like she don't wanna take me like a mistake. She don't recognize me as a mistake. She don't even need me to try. She pull up in the Rari with the roof. I'm just fine, like you're doing too much.
You see what I did there, Darius?
I saw that switch up on that switch.
I just mixed two of my friends together. Look at that.
He's my empty gift from above. I wrote this song just to say that we're in love, and it don't matter what the people say. No, we gon' be together anyway. Don't need nobody here to validate that I was meant for him and him.
We got La La Hadid on the check-in.
Hey, sis, on the check-in. Tell 'em. You got to be in tune with your star player.
You got so many, you're so many people's favorite DJs. We ready to roll out on that one. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we had that connection. We Jones, I like that go-go remix. Follow that, we had La La Hadid, Love With Me. Now we ready to roll out with Queen herself. Queen, I am Steve Bang. Blow by. Earth Blesses World Orchestra. This is the very first song that I ever produced. That's right. Hey, Lala, we got to get you on the air. Come on back. We're waiting for you on the Piece of the Morning Show with Darius A. Stanton and DJ 5 Star.
Another man's mistake.
Yeah, we'll roll out on that one.
Patient man, he is always willing to wait. Forbearance causes self-possession to work. And you know a kind man,
We missed you too, sis.
Appreciate you. These are the virtues for you and for me. Oh, this is the way that I live, and these are the things that I see. My mama, she told me, she said, blow by, blow by, blow by, got to blow by.
Hey, 5, we'll let you roll it out, close it out, baby. It's all on you.
All right, see y'all later. Next Friday. Same bat time, same bat place. One time for everybody tuned in. Smooth Flicks. Mama Gigi, DJ Z Nice. Appreciate y'all.